So, Mattis, you called me this morning, right?
That is correct.
Just to tell me that you couldn't make it. And
right.
what was the reason you can't? What was the reason that you couldn't make it to my place?
So what happened is there's this crazy storm outside. It blew over all the trees. Yeah. You know, so my road's blocked. I'm sorry, bro.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. And I went to go get the bus. The bus man said, "Fuck you. There's no bus today."
It's definitely not because you're scared of a little grass.
I hate you, bro. Hey, you want to know what happened, bro?
Yeah, go on.
So I went to the gym for the first time in 6 months, and I'm dead. I went to the gym to get stronger. So then, how is it for the next 2 days? I can't move.
No, you're dancing around the topic of what's actually happening.
No, that's part A, bro. And then part A, I already wake up feeling like shit. Cause that part B, dude, pollen is crazy, man. I have mad allergies.
How are you gonna be scared of a few plants?
How are you gonna be scared? How are you gonna be scared of a little pig, huh? Of a little pancetta? How are you gonna be scared of a little bit of prosciutto? How are you gonna be scared of a little bit of prosciutto? How's your biggest fear gonna be? A little bit of leaves, trees, branches, bro. That's nature. How are you scared of pizza funky prosciutto, cazzo? Huh?
And I also heard this morning that you're scared of, you're lactose intolerant.
Bro, you didn't hear that this morning, bitch. You heard that months ago, bro. Let's be honest.
I just put that 2 and 2 together this morning, though. So you're scared of grass and you're scared of a little bit of milk.
How are you scared of homework? How is it that you call me every day complaining about these deadlines you've had a year to prepare for? You feel me?
No. Deadlines are fine. We're going off topic here, though. Your biggest enemy.
No, we're transferring topic. It's a strategical topic transfer. You feel me?
No, but your biggest enemy then is like a cow, bro. Like you see a cow, you're like running away.
What?
Because cows eat grass and they have milk. That's like your biggest enemy.
Fuck.
That's
dude.
your kryptonite.
Dude, that's true. Dude. Every time I see your mom, I'm fucking bucking out of there, you know? On my own 2 feet, bro. On God, I'm running, bro.
Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. Good game, man.
Hey, wait. Before we completely lose it here, bro. I think we gotta address some of them Eminem comments from last time, bro. These fucking stands out here. You feel me?
This is all you. I might have something to say at the end, but for now, this is all you, man.
I think they were primarily angry at you, and they were angry at me for not defending Eminem like he's my daddy. But unfortunately, he's not. You know. So.
I mean, I'm not gonna say much, but other than the fact that I was joking. Don't know if that was clear, but even if that wasn't clear, learn to take an opinion, man. Take an opinion,
dude. Yeah, first it's a joke and an opinion, so facts and logic don't really come into play. But they were all like, "Hey, yo, bro, why this little Zoomer not have his facts straight? He's so stupid, you know, he don't even know anything." And it's like, dude, he didn't need to know anything to say that Eminem is old and that he fell off, you know.
No, but also to be fair though, you can go off on me all you want, fair enough. But I mean, at that point, you've already lost the conversation, man.
Yeah, that's true.
You're showing. If there's something you want to say, if you don't agree with my opinion, tell me that instead of going off and saying you beat up your mom and shit.
Yeah, you're clearly hurt, bro. You're clearly butthurt. Hey, but I found it funny because it kept saying facts and fact. He got so many facts wrong. I was like, okay, let me listen back to it and pick up all the facts that you said and see if they were correct or wrong, right? So I picked up 3 facts. I couldn't find any other facts, right? So fact number 1, you said Eminem is old. And I went to check, and Eminem is indeed old. Because, I hit 20, right?
Right.
And I already feel like I'm falling apart and I'm so fucking old, right? Mm-hmm. Eminem is 48 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So he's at least a few hundred years old, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm pretty old myself. And for Eminem to be 48, I don't know what the fuck he's doing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He definitely is old. And then we had fact number 2 that you said was that Eminem fell off. And I don't even know if that's a fact because half of that is opinion. That's just whether or not you like his music anymore. And the other half is just the numbers, bro. If you look at his record numbers, he's been decreasing in sales. And he still gets a lot of sales, which is good for him. But I don't know if it's as much that he fell off or that he was really good before and now he's just good, you know? Because his numbers are still quite high, but they definitely have been falling off from his peak, if you feel me. And the last fact you said, bro, I need to teach English, right? This is going to be an English class. So You said the homie went out there. I think I'm gonna try to quote you right. How can Eminem write bars like "Asama lama duma lama" and then go out there and make fun of mumble rappers by going "wahatata patata" when those two sound basically the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people were saying, "You're so fucking stupid." He wrote those lyrics way before he made fun of mumble rappers. Now, here's the thing. The words "and then" do, when you're speaking formally, refer to a chronological order of events. So A happened and then B happened, right? But when you're speaking colloquially, like me and Niloy were, the words "and then" do not necessarily refer to a chronological order of events. So the homie can say, how can you be doing A and then be the same person who did B? You feel me? B can come before A. So Niloy was not factually incorrect. You guys just don't know how to speak English.
You would make a good English teacher, actually. Now that I think about it.
Nah, dude. If I was teaching English, I would have my students analyze Eminem, you know?
Oh, okay, no, but then in that case, I think, no, it's fine. It's
Hey, what you got against Eminem, bro?
Nah. I think we can say that we got rid of the Eminem segment. We can move on. We can stop Eminem baiting.
Yeah, I guess. Dude, it did great for our views, so I want to keep the train going, you feel?
Even though we might not mean any of it, like just keep it going.
But I think you were well aware that he wrote the Samala Madumalama years before the song where he's making fun. I think it's Lucky You, right? Where he went hatata patata.
Yeah, but I didn't even mention hatata patata.
No, that's true.
That one.
You just said that like how can he be the same guy dissing mumble rappers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but for anyone that's super dense and like does not understand this is all pretty much a joke. We actually do not believe that Eminem is bad. Of course he's a fucking goat. Like, you'd be ridiculous to think that he's bad. He's not bad in any way, shape, or form. He's actually a fucking genius. But learn to take a joke. Learn to understand when an opinion is an opinion.
And also some of his new music has been a little questionable, you know. But
I haven't been listening. That's all you, bro.
Dude, you're straight up capping right now, bro. Sounds like you got scared from the stands, bro.
No, but I will say this though. Lil Xan always better than Eminem. Moving on though. What's the next segment, bro?
Hey, careful, man. Dude, I can't believe if there's one person who fell off, it's Lil Xan, you know.
Can't wait to get cancelled, bro.
You think?
No, not really.
Just release some fire. I'll be right back there with you, you know. Anyways, bro. Hey, yo, I got like 4 different news stories, bro. The news has been mad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. You want me to talk about this first, or do you want to do your topic on the homie Niko?
No, you go.
How about I do?
But also,
I do like 2 news stories, and then we do Niko, and then I'll do another 2.
Are you? Yeah, sure, that works. But are you gonna do the 2 news stories on the not so surprising country that's doing very bad stuff? That is not surprising at all because it was very expected.
Look. The other 2 news stories I have are bigger stories. So if you want to hear those, you know, stay. But I have to talk about Denmark first, bro. Hey, look, listen. I think you, as much as anyone, knows that I love my country, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that I've been vouching for it for a long 20 years. But you know, I feel like my love story with Denmark is coming to an end. And a big part of it, because you see, growing up, right, I had a very liberal mom, and she had very liberal friends. I wouldn't even call them liberal, actually. I would just call them sensible and non-racist.
Right.
One could even say anti-racist. You know, very open. And my family kind of in that direction too, not as far, but you know, they're definitely not full on racist. And I always felt like, you know, this is pretty cool about Denmark, and society was really free, and you could go to the beach and just do whatever the fuck you wanted, you know. Very hippie, like you didn't have that same vibe that you have in other public areas in other countries, I feel like. And so I always loved Denmark, but then what happened was my bubble got bursted when I went to my year in Denmark, and I met let's say, a real representation of the Danish people. And what I quickly realized was that the Danish people I had met until that point were in the minority, you know? And actually what was undergoing in Denmark at the time, already back in 10th grade, so that's like four years ago now, yeah? Over 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, was that there's a big shift towards intolerance and selfishness and anti-Muslim racism, let's say, Islamophobia, and also just classical fuck black people type of racism. And I saw that because a lot of the people there were like low-key racist, and some of them were just outright racist. And so that was a little tough for me. And I found it hard to deal with, and I found it hard to balance, you know, are these people being genuine, or are they just doing their extremely dark Danish humor? Because some of them for sure were not racist, but were just, they just joked in a different way that I knew from the Danish movies and like from a few interactions with Danish people, but not to what extent they would go, and especially not when it's just a bunch of young people, right, who don't have filters. But long story short, now reading the news and these past few years, it's been very evident that Denmark is going down a really dark path that I don't agree with anymore, and I'm ready to disavow Denmark. You feel me? What have you heard about Denmark, bro?
I've only heard about Denmark from you, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, I've only ever heard about things about Denmark from you. And every time that you do talk about Denmark, you talk about how nice it is, about how nice the people are, about how nice the food is, and everything good about it.
Yeah. But like, I always wanted to bring you to Denmark, but if I bring you to Denmark now, they might just throw stones at you, you know?
That's fine. I can take it. I'm built different.
You're built different.
I'm built different.
They might call you a dirty Muslim to go back to where you came from, you know?
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm Danish.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, dude, but it's actually crazy. Like, so many people with such closed bubbles, you know? And even me, I'm like, I already spoke Danish. I didn't have too much of an accent. But just the fact that I didn't speak it as good as them was a huge deal to everyone there, you know? It like really set me aside, where in other cultures, that's not really the same. Like, I didn't feel the same in Italy.
Right.
Or in America, not at all, actually, because they're very used to different cultures. But there it was like, no, you're 0% Danish and you're 100% Italian, was the whole thing. It's like, there's no way you're from here because you're not 100% part of us, you know? So therefore you're 0% us, let's say. And then
that in a way is a bit surprising to hear from me, because when you hear about countries like Denmark, you think about how nice of a country it is, or like how friendly the people are, or how welcoming they might be.
Yeah.
But you saying this is very, like, I don't know,
Dude,
it changes my whole perspective a little bit.
And it's really weird and been difficult for me to figure out, because on one hand, the people are so welcoming. But on the other hand, you can see ideologically and politically, they're very unwelcoming. And I'm starting to second guess if I just fit in that category enough that they saw me as welcoming, you know? Mm-hmm. Or that they saw me as someone who they were willing to welcome, because I'm like barely tanned, you know, I'm still kind of white. Right. And like I'm still kind of white, and I speak good Danish, and my mom clearly brought me up in a Danish way, so I knew about the culture. For example, Michelle, she felt a lot less welcome when she went to Denmark. And I'm starting to think like, well, what if I was darker and everything? Like, maybe it would have been very unwelcoming, actually. And so, I mean, the reason I say this is because we've had a massive wave of anti-immigration and anti-Islam. So we want to de-Islamify the country and kick away all the refugees and immigrants in general that we've had come in. And Denmark has, in the past, passed a few questionable laws. One of them was back when the first refugee crisis arose, that they could take the personal belongings of of refugees coming into the country. So like your phone, your jewelry, whatever the fuck you had on you, they took it, and they would use that as payment, allegedly, or that's what they were saying, that they would use that as payment to pay for your upkeep of the refugee camps and to pay for your stay, which is kind of questionable. And I believe that's illegal under international law, but in any case, that was one of them. I remember that was a big deal. That was like kind of reminiscent of the Nazi eras, you know, and how they used to take jewelry from the Jews.
But also looking at it in this perspective of them being refugees, already having nothing, coming to a country with nothing.
Yeah.
And then just stripping them away of any little thing that they might have or they might want to keep does sound quite wrong.
By the way, coming and leaving behind everything they had for reasons that Denmark is like very complicit in, you know? When the USA is going to bomb a new country, Denmark's the number one person there, like, let's go, let's do it, you know? And then when the refugees come, we're like, fuck off. When climate change, once again, you know, in the 80s and 70s and 90s, we were better at it. But since the 2000s, we've been trailing behind. And we've been putting other stuff as our priorities. And like, even with climate change and shit like that, we're clearly not good enough. And then when people flee climate change disasters, we're also like, fuck off. So once again, you know, you could just stop creating the problems that makes them want to come here. But no, once they do come here, then we start harassing them and taking their shit, which is really questionable. I mean, how could the fuck can you take shit from someone who has nothing, right? And is fleeing. And then also we banned the, what's it called, the hijab? Niqab, right?
No, the hijab. No. You mean the headscarf?
Yeah,
the headscarf.
not just the headscarf, but where you only wear it so you can only see the eyes. That's called a niqab, right? I believe.
I'm not quite sure, but I know the headscarf is just called a hijab.
Yeah.
And to cover the face is also, let's just call it the hijab.
Yeah, let's call it the hijab. But I don't want to confuse anyone. As long as you're showing your face, it's not illegal. But if you cover your face, then it's illegal in Denmark to wear it. And the police can ask you to take it off and fine you for wearing it. Which is obviously a crackdown on religious freedom. And it's not like Denmark has insane terrorism problems where we need to detect everyone's faces. I think it's quite clear that law was targeted at Muslim people to make them feel not safe. And because Danish people are incredibly unwelcoming and feel threatened when they see someone doing their own cultural things, you know, even though we ourselves love our culture, it's kind of weird that we can't tolerate other people's culture. But anyways, there was also a law that we discussed recently on the podcast, or not so recently, I think it was a few episodes ago.
I think it might have been even back in season 0.
Yeah, either season 0 or beginning of season 1. But where we, by the way, season 0 doesn't exist. So.
Oh yeah, season 0 doesn't exist. But I also do think it was in season 0.
All right. So don't check it out because it doesn't exist. But if you're interested, go check it out. But this was the law of like in problematic neighborhoods that they label as ghettos in Denmark. They were proposing a bill which I don't know if it passed. It might have. I think it did. Where any crimes committed inside of a ghetto area could be punished, could apply more punishment or double the punishment as crimes committed outside of a ghetto area.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, people who are immigrants and live in ghettos get different punishments from people who live in nice neighborhoods, right? Which is really fucked up. And also, like, what the fuck's the point of law if you can just manipulate it like that? But, okay. And then the other law they passed, which is a lot more controversial, is that in the areas that they designed ghettos again, designated ghettos, there would be a cap of how many people in those areas could be living there who are from non-Western descents. And we've already talked about the whole story, so I won't get into it. But then the new law now is that, or the new, not a law, but something that the government just passed, is that we're going to try and relocate asylum seekers and refugees to collaborating countries, which I'm not quite sure what means, outside of the EU. So we're basically at this point just saying, fuck the asylum seekers, don't come to Denmark. We're going to relocate you outside the EU, and then we're going to process you there. And doesn't that
break some kind of law?
No, I thought it did actually. But it's questionable. Some say that it's like in the worst case scenario, it's a gray area. In the best case scenario, it does not break international law.
Right.
But in any case, I see that as fucked up. And the government passed it by 70 votes to 24.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's quite fucked up.
And this law alone, in the midst of a refugee crisis, would not make me disavow Denmark. But this law, amidst everything that I've seen in the country, amidst all these other laws that have been passed, just shows to me that Denmark is becoming an increasingly racist place. And bro, I'm not sure what to do about it, but it's kind of ridiculous.
Actually, I'm not sure, but like I'm asking whether in Denmark there have been people that have been like, let's say, rioting or like protesting these laws.
Yeah, of course, and it was hard
Right.
to see some of those photos. You saw like policemen dragging out asylum seekers, which I don't know. There's certain images hit closer to home when you like recognize the people more because it's like people you would have grown up amongst.
Damn, it sucks a lot. It sucks a lot for Denmark.
Yeah.
But is there anything that the people can do, or is there anything that anyone can do at this point to
talk to your Danish friends, bro, and try to? I feel like we need a. It's hard, bro, because Denmark is just one of many countries that are flaring up with these ridiculous ideas across Europe, and I feel like all I wanted to do as a Danish person, and my brother did the same on his Instagram, so shout out to him. But was just say like, yo, I know I'm Danish, and I love Denmark, and I know a lot of people have seen or have this image of Denmark as being like a super open nation. So I know a lot of people have this image of Denmark of like that it's a super open and progressive nation. But I just want to warn people that this what used to be an exemplary nation has actually become an increasingly right-wing and racist nation. And from meeting the people there, outside of the old hippie bubbles and the children of the hippies, it's quite clear that people are quite openly racist. And so, it feels bad, man. I don't know.
But from a perspective of, let's say, us, people that don't like this or don't want this happening to continue in the future of Denmark, how do we change this? What's the best call to action, let's say?
That's a difficult one, man. I would have to think about it. But, ultimately, if you start consistently breaking international law, or if there's one case where it's very clear, and I'm sure we've done it in one of these many stories that I mentioned, but I have to go back and check which one it is. I think it was the restricting how many percentage of people in the ghettos can be from non-Western origins. I think that one broke international law, or at least EU law. If that happens, then the neighboring countries and the EU needs to start applying sanctions and such, as you do when a country breaks international law or EU law, right?
Right.
If you break the law of a certain organization or the international laws, then you have to be condemned and acted upon by those people who are part of that organization, for example, the EU or the UN.
But also on a deeper level, how do you change the mentality of the people in that country that think that way?
In Denmark, dude, you literally just have to meet them, dude. I think that's the number one issues that I've gotten from this big alt-right surge is that, or at least the stories that I've heard from alt-right people who change their minds, is usually just one encounter or one meeting with someone from the group that you hate,
Right.
That takes you to realize that they're just humans and they're not here to inherently change your life and hurt you. And a lot of times, the shit that they end up doing, which is hurtful to Danish people, I've seen it, or I've heard about it, is, that's not because of the race or because that's what they came here to do. That's usually because, like, outcomes of circumstances that are designed by the Danish government. That means that it's actually shortcomings and incompetences of the Danish government. And this includes the previous left governments that we've had.
Right.
But the answer there cannot be to plunge yourself down an inhumane list of ideas of how we can expel people and make it as undesirable as possible for them to come here to our country,
But can I ask, is there like legitimate reasons for Denmark to refuse refugees or send them away?
No.
Or is it just they want to do this?
No, there's no legitimate reasons. There is a legitimate pain amongst Danish people who have had to deal with. Okay, let me paint a picture for you. So first of all, to answer your question, no, there's no like legitimate threat, right? That warrants a response like this. But maybe to explain a bit where the sentiment is coming from, and I sympathize with the sentiment. Right? I don't sympathize with their solutions to the sentiment, but I do sympathize with the sentiment as a whole. So, if you're a tiny country of Denmark, in the last century, at some point you were the richest per capita in the whole world as a country, right? And at some point you start receiving migrants, and when the first big wave of migrants came in the previous century, I don't know exactly what decade, Denmark was one of the most open. We gave the most to them, to our immigrants and refugees. Houses, I'm talking about houses, monthly social benefits. So the same that Danish people receive, because we are a social welfare state still. And a lot of these other things. So we really went the extra mile to introduce them into society. Now, this is what you saw most of all out in the countryside or in smaller cities. But in the meantime, in bigger cities, they were making huge projects, huge complexes, huge buildings that they were filling up with these migrants. And there they were not able to reach the same economical opportunities and integration into society that the people out in the smaller parts of Denmark were able to achieve, just because the barrier was so much higher, and it became a mini society in it of itself. And there was a lot of shortcomings in Danish society, because if you look, I've often argued that diversity makes a country, it can make a country stronger, right? If you're able to conquer the problems that come with diversity. But diversity in its own has almost always led to conflict and problems. And you need like really good execution to make it work, you know? So especially with a small country like Denmark, it's kind of like a culture shock, you know, if you bring so many people from a different culture, you need very efficient, like, and strong ways for those two people to mingle and understand each other and get along, because otherwise the problem just keeps growing bigger and bigger. And what you'll see is, like we've seen in Denmark, certain groups starting to become more racist and starting to become followers of ideas of like just kick them out and send them home to where they came from. And the response from the left, also in Denmark, has been to alienate those people and say, no, you're racist, you're stupid, we're not even going to listen to you, right? You're not going to be part of the discourse. And then those people, they don't just go away. They're not like, oh, okay, thank you for clarifying that I'm racist, I'm going to stop believing in my racist ideologies now. No, they start accumulating more and more outside of the system. And at some point, they became so big, this group of people, that they now were able to pass a law like the one that I just mentioned, with a supermajority of 70 to 24 in the Danish parliament. So I botched my explanation there a little bit, but when all these refugees started coming, some areas it worked better, some areas it didn't work as well. And also we started facing just general problems inside of Denmark. And some of them that the Danish people started blaming the refugees for example, a lack of jobs. Or that the usual jobs that you used to work at were no longer, were harder to get, because there would be a lot of refugees that were willing to take those jobs and were not being granted other jobs, by the way. Because the higher end jobs that they would have done at the country of their origin were not available to them in Denmark, because Danish employers prefer white people over other people, right? And it's also harder to get into those jobs if you don't speak the language, and if you're a refugee, and if you come from those neighborhoods, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, where do you come from at a job interview? You say, oh, I come from Voldsmose in Odense. They're like,
and you're less likely to get that job.
Yeah, you're like,
just because of where you come from.
Exactly. And so that forces most refugees and immigrants to look for lower jobs. And also when you're entering an economy as a new beginner, even though you might have been well developed in your previous country, you still enter at lower end jobs, right? So that's normal. And then Danish people who were used to, for a long time, being able to perfectly go about their low end jobs and then survive in times of crisis because of the enormous welfare state, started finding it a bit harder to do so. And the last thing is that we adore our welfare state, because a lot of Danish people adore the welfare state because they've seen what it's done for them and their families over the generations. But there's been this huge strain on the welfare state because I would say the main reason is tax fraud and mismanagement of money. And we have constant scandals with taxes just being depleted into thin air
right.
in Denmark. And also at the same time, we have to pay for a bunch of refugees. And I would even go as far to say that we over gave money, you know? Because a lot of the leftist solutions, which was the point I was trying to make, was to just throw money at the problem, give them a house, and then the problem is solved, right? But no, I think maybe the houses could have been less luxurious, and instead we focus our energy on how we're going to make sure that these two groups of people that we've now introduced to each other don't end up fighting, you know? How do we address the core problems of crime and so on?
That does sound like where you would need to start.
Yeah.
Because especially when a problem is so deeply rooted into the citizens of a country that it's so alien to them, the idea of another culture coming into their own culture.
Right.
I think the first problem would be, how do you integrate these two cultures to like each other, or like how do you integrate these two cultures so they don't hate each other? Right.
And this is the problem, is that the people who were running these policies were the super liberal, open kind, like my mom, who did not even understand that there's still that obviously there's racist people in Denmark, and quite a big group apparently. And so these communities that are more closed, and at the time maybe we're not racist but more closed-minded, let's say, first of all, the social welfare state is under strain because we're having to pay for more migrants. And this is also the same time that we were getting into the EU, and we have to pay for benefits for kids, let's say in Poland, right? Because if you work in Denmark and your kids are in Poland, the Danish government still has to pay the child benefits for the kids in Poland, for example, right? And you're seeing, and also you don't like the culture, you don't like that they're wearing hijabs, you don't understand it, and no one made an effort to explain it to you and mingle with each other. You've never actually talked to them. Then you go to get a job because the welfare state is like making you suffer a little bit because it's not working as it should, let's say. And you go to get a job and then you get denied, and you see the same, like the people working at the job that you wanted turns out to be Polish people or Muslim people or immigrants whom you now have grown a disliking towards, right? And then you go to your government looking for representation and you say, I don't like that these immigrants are taking my job. I don't like that they're in my neighborhood. It wasn't my idea to welcome them here. The government put them here. And now on top of that, because the government mismanaged the integration of these or the settlement of these people into our country, there's small areas and neighborhoods that are full of crime and problems. And now me as a citizen, I'm starting to have to deal with this as well, I feel unsafe when I see these people. And then they go to the government with these legitimate concerns, I would say. And the government tells them, you're just racist, fuck off. Then the right-wing government comes and says, no, you're not racist, you're right. And we need to kick them out. And so when the only solution to your genuine concerns is a more extreme racist one, and one of kicking them out and neglecting the people, the immigrants, then it's obvious that side was going to win. I could have seen that coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
I don't know if that explained it or not.
No, it completely explained it. It's in what you're trying to say basically, or from what I understood, is that the people were very close-minded, and the left were basically saying or telling them to fuck off, or like telling them that they were straight up racist. Yeah. And the right wing was telling them that you're basically right. You're obviously more likely to lean towards the right, who is saying that you are right in yourself.
So here's and also the last point of this, right? So when you go to the government, the left, what do they offer you? They call you a racist, and then their solution is to throw more money in it and let more immigrants in and put more immigrants in your neighborhood, right? And the right-wing solution is to get all the immigrants, put them on a boat, and ship them the fuck out of here, right? Yeah. Or steal their shit or whatever the fuck, And then what you end up with is a genuine problem that clearly a majority now of the Danish people have felt and resonate with, and only one solution that is available on the political plate, because the other side doesn't even resonate with your problem and pretends like it doesn't exist. Right. And I would have said, so that's why the shortcoming for me is really on the left side, that they failed the project of receiving immigrants and not only immigrants but refugees, and making sure that they were able to transfer into society without getting stuck in ecosystems of crime, economic despair, and joblessness.
Right. But has this always been the case with Denmark, where the people have been this close-minded, or is it just more of a more recent thing? No, where the people are.
So Denmark used to be, as I said, a very liberal and open-minded state, and now is not just closed-minded but racist. So what I'm starting to suspect is that people back when it was an open-minded state still had a lot of closed-minded people that were tolerating it because why not? The times are changing, whatever. And didn't mind it, but never ever actually got to talk to the immigrants and really find like at least one immigrant friend, let's say, or colleague or whatever that they grew fond of. And so what happened is that those close-minded people, through this process that I described, then became not just close-minded, but eventually racist, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Damn, that's tough, bro. That's actually super tough.
yep.
And it's actually really hard to hear from an outsider perspective who's never been to Denmark or actually doesn't know that much about Denmark.
Yeah. But like,
You,
dude, I'm scared, dude. There's streets in Aarhus, which is like, if you go into that bar, you're gonna get like beaten up, you know, for not being white. It's just like a straight up skinhead street.
is that actually something that might happen?
Yeah, no, it will happen.
Oh,
There's like, especially in Aarhus, I've heard of like just certain streets that are full of ultra right bars and skinhead bars. And also, dude, it's like for the Danish people, by the way, like we're pretending as if crime only came when the fucking immigrants came. We had the Hell Angels, which is like a biker skinhead group that was like mad criminals like running shit all over Denmark, man.
damn.
And we're pretending.
Sounds like it's time for me to pick up a vlog camera and try these things out, bro.
For sure, bro. Hey, yo, that made me think of, I was watching this clip from, I think it was BBC or something, but of like the Italians, because they're also becoming extremely right-wing over there.
Yeah.
Not everyone, but it's growing, you know? Whereas in Denmark, it's completely taken over, I would say. But like this right-wing politician that said they're bringing crime, all the black immigrants. And then the guy in BBC was like, it's funny for the country who invented the mafia and exported it to the whole world is now standing up and saying that their immigrants are bringing crime. You know, that was like the signature move of the Italians was like, let's go to America, let's go to the Netherlands, let's go everywhere. And we'll bring pizza, pasta, and mafia, you know?
That is actually something that I'd never thought of, or like something that I've never seen in that way. Like now that you bring it up, actually, holy shit.
Yeah, and like
that's pretty funny.
Like you're comparing the violence from black street gangs to the mafia, bro. You're insane. Like clearly you don't know your own country, man. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And the mafia is mostly run by white Italians, you know. So.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say one last news story real quick. So this is also about Denmark, dude. So on top of all this, we're like, fuck Muslims. We hate brown people. We want only white Europeans. And you know what the fuck we go and do, bro?
Know what you do, bro?
The America comes to us like, hey, yo, can you guys spy on your allies, your European comrades, for us? And Denmark's like, fuck yeah, let's do it, dude. Fuck everyone else. Not only fuck brown people, fuck all the other European countries. Let's break our alliance.
By the way, not our opinion.
I'm speaking as the average Danish person, apparently. Yeah. Fuck all of these people. We're gonna spy on them, bro. Fuck our alliances, even with our white homies. Straight up spy on them, and report back to the United States like they're little lapdogs, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By the way, that story was that we spied on Sweden, Norway, Germany, and France, including their prime ministers, such as Angela Merkel, which I think is disgraceful. And we did it for the Americans, who are supposed to be our number one ally. So why the fuck are they spying on us? You know, we always rely on them. That's kind of our whole justification, is that.
But that is the thing, though. Why are they spying on us? What are they trying to know?
Dude, it's incredible, dude. It's like the whole fucking mentality of Europe in the modern age is, let's go kill babies and children in the Middle East. You know, let's go bomb them because that'll make America happy, and if we make America happy, no one can hurt us. That's kind of the whole fucking deal, right? And then.
But then America's out here spying on us.
But then,
Denmark.
And then America's still spying on us. And you saw it just takes one Donald Trump, dude. It's one election cycle, and we'll have an American president who wouldn't mind fucking up Europe, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like you can't like rely your whole alliance and worldview on the fact that we have to be America's lapdog, you know?
Dude, but like that's actually so messed up how America has so much power over so much.
Dude, it's crazy. It's insane, bro. And Denmark out here being their number one fanboys, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Dude, like we were laughing when America was like, yo, can we have Greenland? Do you remember when Trump was like, can we have Greenland? Yeah. And all the Danish people like,
just wanted to buy it.
Yeah, and all the Danish people like clowning him, like, oh, Greenland's not for sale. And now I'm thinking like, why not, dude? Why not give them fucking Greenland, dude? Go ahead, you know? You're our daddy, you know? Daddy Trump, come take Greenland. Fuck it, take all who's too, you know? You can get all the skinheads over there, you know? They'll love you, bro. It's like, clearly we don't give a fuck, dude. Why didn't we sell Greenland?
But so we still don't know what they were spying on us for, or
no, we don't know. But I will say one thing: the Swedes came out and were like really flaming us, And I will say, look, fuck Denmark, clearly, but fuck Sweden more, dude. I'm not going to take no shit from Sweden, dude.
Wait, why did Sweden say? I have not heard anything about this either.
No, it was just, I think it was their foreign minister of affairs was like, hey, yo, why the fuck? Because I think he was the one who found there was a journalist, I think he was Swedish, who found the document through the Danish like logs. So there was a report on how we were spying on our fellow allies. And then Sweden came out. Let's
go. Big up Sweden, bro.
Yeah, I think Sweden was the one that really brought it to light and was like, yo, Denmark, what the fuck is this about? You guys been spying on us?
Me and all my homies love Sweden.
Fuck Sweden, bro.
Me and all Sweden number 1. Denmark.
And by the way, just so you know, dude, Sweden, like the whole history I just described with Denmark, Sweden is now doing the exact same, and they're gonna end up where we are in about 30 years. So
Sweden
watch
could
out
never,
for that.
bro.
Yeah, that's what
Sweden could never.
That's what people were saying about Denmark, but now look at where we are, bro.
I wasn't saying this. I never said anything about Denmark other than that stuff, bro. I always knew it from the start. One could call me an oracle, you know?
Yeah, that's because you're young, bro. That's because you're young. But if you were alive in the 70s and 80s, you would have been like, wow, Denmark is such a nice and open country, you know? You might even have moved to Denmark, motherfucker.
You know, it's probably because I'm a tourist.
You're a Tory? Fuck.
No, I'm a tourist. No, a tourist, bro. Tourist.
Oh, you're a tourist?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, tell me, dude, I spent 40 minutes on this fucking shit, dude. Tell me what Niko's been up to.
Niko's been up to a lot, actually. Holy shit. Yeah? Big up Niko Omalana and big up the NDL. Are you a part of the NDL? The Niko Defense League? Sorry, Niko, not Niko.
Dude, I call him Niko probably because I watched Niko.
Oh, no, he gets really pissed off at people that call him Niko because he always specifies that his name is Niko Omalana and like not Niko.
Well, no, I'm not part of the Niko Defense League. I'm sorry, bro.
Then why not, bro?
I just don't agree with his policies.
Oh, do you know what his policies are?
No, could you read me his manifesto, please?
Oh yeah, of course, man. Before I do read them, I should let you know that he's no longer running and he has officially quit running for mayor.
How do you quit running for mayor? I mean, he lost.
No, he did lose, but he's not going to try again.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
He's not going to try
again. By
the
way, should I add some context or are you going to add context? For our boomers?
For boomers. Nah, it's fine, I can say. So, you know how there were supposed to be the London elections for mayor in 2020?
Right.
Well, obviously in 2020 there was a pandemic and people could not go ahead with the elections. So it had to happen this year in 2021.
Yeah.
In 2021 in London this year, there were a record number of people that ran for mayor.
Right, because there's no more COVID, so we could finally do the election.
Right. And there were like 20 candidates that were running for mayor, out of which there was one person called Count Binface, whose whole persona was he had a bin on his head and he dressed up as a superhero.
Did he win?
No.
Why?
He didn't come that close either. His manifesto was pretty weird as well, by the way, which is ridiculous. Right. But Niko was one of the candidates as well. He's a YouTuber, for those of you that don't know who Niko is. And Max Fosh, actually, who is also another YouTuber that also ran for candidate. Okay. And he didn't make it that far. I think he came second last or something.
Ah, nice.
Because nobody voted for him. But poor lad though. Nice YouTube channel. Nice YouTube content. You should go check him out if you guys want to.
Yeah.
But so Niko was planning this whole thing that he was going to run for mayor ever since like last year.
And he's just a straight up YouTuber, right? He just makes videos.
He's just a straight up YouTuber that makes videos. Funny videos as well. Check him out as well. Huge respect to Niko.
Respectfully.
And respectfully, obviously. And the whole way, like how to run for mayor is basically you need to give the government $10,000. You need to give the parliament $10,000 or
pounds.
Pounds, yeah, £10,000. And you need to get a few signs from some states or something. I'm not quite sure how that works or that bit works.
Signatures
from I don't know where.
From people, dude. I'm pretty sure.
No, not just the people. There's like some specific people that you need to get the signatures from.
Oh, never mind then.
I'm guessing the municipalities of I don't know.
I'm guessing it's people who live in London. Like you need to have a certain amount of signatures of people who are willing to back the fact that they want you as a candidate.
I have no clue. But anyways, he did that and he went ahead and paid this 10,000 deposit and he paid this he got all these signs and now he was eligible to run for mayor. Now, when he came out in a suit. in a creased shirt, in kids' sunglasses, and he was wearing Nike joggers, and he was wearing football boots. And in all seriousness, in his Twitter, he came out with this video. He's like, I'm super serious about this, whilst clearly wearing all this attire. He's like, I'm super serious about this.
Right.
Vote for Niko, for the young people.
Right.
But props to him, huge props to him, because he got a huge amount of young people to register to vote.
Right.
And that's an issue that London had, or like that's an issue that I guess every country has. The youth never ends up. Oh,
because you don't need to register, bro. You just go in and vote. I might be lying. But I think I heard that somewhere.
But yeah, that's a huge issue though in politics, and
yeah, for sure.
in politics in general, where like young people don't register to vote, or
Have
like
you
don't
voted?
vote in general. Have I voted? No, I have not.
You're 20. I'm sure there must have been a vote that you missed. The EU elections, I think last time, no?
I think there might have been a few votes that I missed.
Fuck, dude, you gotta vote for Italy, bro.
No, I do. But he got a lot of the young people to vote. And his whole idea or the manifesto or the campaign that he had was that he was a voice for the young people. He was a voice for the young generation, because there are no politics or politicians that actually represent the young people.
100% true, bro.
Yeah?
No.
And he had really good ideas behind his manifesto. But do you want me to read out what he actually had in his manifesto?
For sure, bro.
Right.
Now, I will say, just because there's no one representing young people, I wouldn't necessarily tell you to go vote for Niko, you know? I feel there might be some parties that do represent young people, but are quite fringe and small.
No, he later on, when he said that he quit, he made a website for the NDL where he also posted some people that were doing work for the youth, some youth campaigns,
right,
or something like that. Which I think you guys should all check out as well.
So he
in the UK.
If I'm understanding correctly, he kind of buzzed up this energy, got a lot of young people to vote for the first time.
Yep.
And then kind of redirected that towards like a political action that he saw as being better,
fit.
right? Or fit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite good. No, I applaud that.
100%. Whilst doing that, he also got a huge amount of popularity and a humongous amount of subscribers, bro, through this.
Yeah, I mean,
on
makes
his YouTube
sense.
channel.
No, I mean, but deserved, bro. Well deserved then.
you know what's funny as well?
What, bro?
There was like this other candidate that was running. He's a bit of his name is Lawrence Fox. I don't know if you know him. He's a bit of a controversial figure in the UK or in general, I think, because his party is like full of people that have questionable views, of a couple of racists here and there.
Right.
And he stated that he had 5 million in revenue, or like he had 5 million to spend on his campaign.
Yeah.
And he lost to Niko, which is super funny.
That's really fucking funny. Dude.
And that's super funny. And Niko got 5th place, which is super impressive as an independent YouTuber.
Yeah. So 5th place for a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Do you know how many votes that is? Should I search that up?
I have it here. It's 49,628 votes.
Out of how many votes in the election?
Out of actually, I'm not sure.
I bet that's still quite a lot.
I'm not sure of the total. Yeah,
that's quite a lot.
But I mean, the Labour Party won, and they had 1 million votes. So
that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
dude, big ups to Labour Party, bro.
Niko actually got 2% of the votes, I think. Yeah.
See, I bet.
It's
more than 1%.
Still pretty impressive. But do you want me to read out his manifesto?
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty lit, no?
Yeah. His main number one his number one thing: Boris Johnson will be forced to shush.
He's gonna go up to Boris Johnson and be like, "What? Shush."
Yeah. He went to the BBC and he straight up said, "Boris Johnson, shush."
Fair.
Bro.
I would vote on that alone, you know.
Understandable.
Dude, man needs to close his fucking mouth, dude.
Mm-hmm. So already from the first thing, you can kind of understand that his manifesto was a bit of a half joke, but also there were like really nice messages sprinkled in there.
Right. So half joke, but clearly anti-establishment.
Yeah.
That's fair. I like this.
Second manifesto, the second thing that he had in his manifesto: introduce Stop and Serve, which will include free school meals.
Right.
Which is very nice. Very good.
Right. Good.
Third one that he had was employ more policemen and put them straight into the houses of parliament as that's where all the real criminals are.
Let's go,
Respect.
bro.
Respect, bro. He understands. Bro.
He's seen a thing or two. Dude. No, okay. This guy knows what he's up to, bro. Dude, I would support Niko running as a genuine candidate at some point if he ever wishes to do that. Maybe not right now, but once he's done with the whole YouTube thing, you know.
Bro, 100% in a few years, give like his viewers some time to grow up when they're 18. 100%, because majority of his viewers are like under 18 right now. Is an issue. Crazy. So give it a few more years, and if he decided to run for something like this again, 100% he's winning. There's no way that he's
I would
not.
hope so, dude. No, honestly, dude, it's getting me angry. Like the whole idea of law and like how so many fucking people just dance around it, you know, up in the higher ups.
So this next one here says that any McDonald's with a broken McFlurry machine will be shut down and turned into low rent housing.
Let's go.
Let's go, bro.
Hey, yo.
Oh wait, you have a broken McFlurry machine. Shut this McDonald's down right now and make it into low rent housing. Bro. That's amazing. So you can clearly see that he's half joking, but half also like has serious ideas that are actually beneficial to the people.
Do you know why the McDonald's machines never work? The ice cream machines.
Because they're lazy to serve.
No, dude, I saw a documentary on it. No.
Yeah.
He did a deep dive. No, it's because when you know how McDonald's works, right? It's not actually McDonald's who run the thing. It's just a private guy who runs it under the name of McDonald's.
Yeah.
And then when you sign the franchise contract, it's called, you have to agree that you will use only like machines approved by McDonald's.
Right.
And for the ice cream machine, there's only one machine that's approved by McDonald's.
Yeah.
And the people who sell this, like a third of the profit of the company comes from maintenance.
Right.
So they basically build the whole system up so that it constantly breaks. It doesn't tell you why it's broken, and you always have to call the mechanic.
What the fuck?
And so the ice cream people or the guys who run the franchise don't want to pay extra for the fucking guy to come twice a week to fix the machine, you know?
I mean, understandable. Holy shit.
But that's literally why it's always broken.
All right, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Fun fact of the day.
Yeah.
So his next point in the manifesto is really funny. All racists will have their teeth removed. Let's go.
No, sorry. As a Danish person, I cannot support this, bro. That would mean that...
Oh, yeah, of course. Understandable.
Not even joking. Like, at least 30% of Danish people would be toothless, you know? Also, a racist in the UK already don't have any teeth. What the fuck is he on about, bro? I feel like that's already a policy, bro, with these fucking British people.
That's a myth, bro. That's a myth.
That's a myth?
That's a myth.
When have you last been to the UK, bro, calling that a myth?
I haven't, but that's a myth, bro.
No, it's not a myth, dude.
They actually have like proper nice dental healthcare and shit.
No, those are the British YouTubers you see online, bro. Those are not the football hooligans you see coming out, you know, chanting racist things.
I got a point. You got a point.
I tried going to Manchester United, you know, down to the south suburbs, bro, and tell me that people there have fine teeth.
Yeah.
Manchester South.
At this point though, like, should I just read out his entire manifesto and then we just...
Yeah, sure. I'll stop commenting.
Yeah.
Bro. Sorry, man.
The next one is if an elderly person or pregnant woman isn't offered a seat within a minute of getting on the London Underground, they get to drive the train the rest of the time. Bro, I fucking love this guy, bro. I wish he got fucking elected.
Dude, this guy...
if this shit like actually ran, bro, holy shit, London would have been a fun mess. A mess, but a fun mess.
Yeah, the problem is that he's running for the wrong thing, dude. Because as a mayor, you need to actively participate. Mm-hmm. If you ran for parliament, you just have to show up and vote. Other people do the work for you and write bills. Yeah. And you can just vote for what sounds better and what doesn't. And there, I think he would do a nice job, you know?
But it's still pretty funny how a YouTuber ran for mayor and he nearly got away with it. And he beat a guy with 5 million for his campaign.
He got away.
That's impressive.
Dude, he did get away with it, you know?
He 100% got away with it, bro. Yeah. Holy shit. His next one, free transport for under 18s and over 69s and uni students included. That's genuinely nice, though.
No, that's
free transport.
We need that, bro. I need that.
Well, we need that here in the Netherlands, bro. Fucking.
There is, but we're not Dutch.
Exactly, that's the problem. We need that for students, all students.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're Dutch or not.
Dude, can you imagine? They're like, oh, you can get it, but only if you work. Then I applied. I'm like, yeah, I work. They're like, oh, you have to work 54 hours a month. Otherwise, it doesn't count as working.
That's absolutely ridiculous, though. But I also heard that apparently they're reducing that number because of COVID. You might...
Yeah?
Like, you might just need to show documentations that you've done 54 hours in the past.
Dude, because that's what I did. Because I had a long phone call with her, and I had to log every single hour. like from every single like week. And she's like, yeah, so I can see here some months you go over 54, some you don't. So you can apply for it at your own risk, but if we ever catch you not working 54 hours, then we can take it away at any point and you have to pay it back. So like, what the fuck am I gonna, like, I didn't have time for that, bro. I was like, no, thank you then.
You know, that's the risk that you're not willing to take, bro.
No,
Having
no,
to pay that shit back? Nah, bro, I'm all right.
No, thank you.
The next one, the EDL will be deported to Poland and taken off our streets so they can learn what it's like to be an immigrant.
Okay. Who's the EDL?
I don't know the full name, but they're like this group in London who are really anti-immigrants. We may need to put Niko in Denmark. You know, that's something we may need to consider.
Shit, dude. It's gonna feel so empty.
Send half the Danish population to Denmark, away to like some other countries.
To Poland.
The next one, citizens in Poland will be given legal access to guns.
Citizens in Poland.
Yeah, will be given legal access to guns.
Oh, okay. As the mayor of London, dude, wow, dude. This guy's really inspirational.
Bro, this guy's international, bro.
Dude, he's clearly built up a big political career with a lot of reach, you know.
So first, he's gonna send the EDL to Poland, and then he's gonna allow the Polish people to have guns. This guy's hella smart, bro. And then his next one, a second eye will be added to the London eye, so it becomes the London eyes, so they have more vision. This guy's a fucking genius, bro.
All right,
Do you know what you know the London Eye, right? The big Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
He's gonna build a second one.
He would have.
So it's the London Eyes. He would have if he became the mayor. I wish he became the mayor.
Should have. No, he needs to. He needs to run again.
Yeah.
He's clearly
his next one,
understood it.
Yeah, 100%. But his next one, Big Ben, will be renamed Big Ben Clock, so it qualifies as a BBC. That's a big question. That's a questionable one, but
the first questionable. Now I will say, you know, you've read at least 10, 20 by now.
Yeah,
like
I have no clue. There's quite a few more, so I might just keep reading them without stopping now at this point.
All right.
3/4 length trousers are to be banned. Death penalty for anyone who wears them. Understandable.
Understandable.
Actually, no, not understandable. My friend wears those. So,
no, understandable.
No.
How about this? A year in community service.
Okay, fair enough. That's understandable.
Yeah, no, you gotta learn, bro.
Yeah. Then his next one, freeze the River Thames and allow people to ice skate across while Hammersmith Bridge is being repaired. I don't know much about the Hammersmith Bridge.
I'm gonna assume that's a London thing.
I'm also gonna assume that's a London thing.
Not
Prince.
relevant.
Yeah. Prince Andrew will be banned from going within a 4-mile radius of any school.
No, bro. He did him dirty, bro. Are you for real?
I mean, that's coming from the guy who also told Boris Johnson on the BBC to shush. So
yeah, but like Prince Andrew is part of the royalty, you know. You can't just.
Yeah, but
you might get assassinated for that, bro. No, dude, Prince Andrews, man, Jesus.
And then he's like, the VAR will be banned from the Premier League along with the Glazers, so no more VAR because it's ruining football. Fair enough. Raise minimum wage by 6.9%.
Okay, fair.
Emphasis on the 6.9.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah. Then once a year, turn off all power in London and call it Lond off. So you have Lond on and Lond off.
I pray my family relatives are not in the London hospital on life support during the National Lond off Day.
A Lond off Day. That would be pretty funny still, though.
Yeah, but keep the hospitals running. Maybe the schools too.
Oh yeah, hospital, schools, and like essential places.
Yeah. Not the government, dude.
Oh yeah.
Buckingham Palace, shut it off, dude.
Shut it off, bro. Shut down.
Is that even in London? Yeah, right. It has to be.
Yeah. Buckingham Palace, yeah.
Yeah.
Next one, anyone who clapped for the NHS but still voted Conservative will be forced to participate in an annual purge. So if you clap for the NHS and you still voted Conservative, you're gonna be like, it's gonna be like the Hunger Games, basically.
Fair.
You'll be selected to go to the Hunger Games.
No, I agree. Fair. Boris Johnson himself, dude.
Oh yeah. Next one.
Dude.
Immediately liquidate the Sun newspaper and use all proceeds to fund youth clubs and community centers. I don't know much about the Sun newspaper, but I'm guessing it's bad.
It's just the right wing paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Understandable.
Understandable.
Next one. Eid, Christmas, Diwali, Yom Kippur, Vaishakhi to become bank holidays to celebrate the culture of our great city. Now that's actually fucking amazing.
Fair.
Because a lot of these holidays are not celebrated because, I don't know, they're just not.
Because the right wing doesn't want to become Muslim, apparently.
And now this next one, I would say is the most important one. Price of the Freddo to go back down to 5p.
Fair.
Fair.
Fast food is becoming way too expensive. What is a Freddo, by the way? I'm assuming it's fast food.
No, Freddo is it's a candy, a chocolate.
Fair. Still same.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
dude. Like,
can we just get a round of applause for like our alleged to-be mayor if you were to, but not really.
I would vote.
I would have voted if I was a Londoner myself.
I'm already clapping, bro.
All right, cool. Next piece of news, bro. Enough of Niko.
Enough of Niko. Dude, no, big ups to him though. Sounds like he's doing good.
But big up the NDL. Yeah. Buy his merch when it comes out.
For real, and go vote for whoever he said to vote for. I trust him.
Yeah, I trust Niko.
Yeah. Alright, bro. Sheesh, dude.
Sheesh. Music of the week. Some point soon.
At the end, no?
Yeah.
Let me check the timer. All right. Let me try and do these in like 20 minutes or something. So we got Belarus. Do you know about Belarus? I don't know. Fuck, I forgot to do research on Belarus.
Belarus, kinda. All I know is that they're hella conservative with a bit of a not democracy, dictatorship going on.
I think they have a fake democracy, right?
A fake democracy might be what's going on. Yeah.
But anyways, that's not what. Just know that it's a sketchy place, probably a dictatorship, if not a fake democracy, which is the same. And they're very close tied to Russia.
Okay.
Putin manned them, yeah?
So already sketchy vibes.
So now here's what happened, right? About a week ago.
No,
okay, we can't. So what happened is there was...
No, yeah, we can. We 100% can, actually.
We can?
Yeah, we're not going to get copyrighted.
No, you keep saying that, but one day it's going to happen, bro.
Yeah, but when's that day going to be when we actually start making money, you know?
It doesn't matter, bro. Do you want to restart the channel, bro? You have 3 strikes and you're out for your entire YouTube career. That could be 10 years.
But so far we have 0, so we're good, bro.
Yeah, so let's keep it that way, you feel me?
All right, fair enough.
So, Belarus, there was a plane flying over the airspace in Belarus.
Okay.
And what happened is that Belarus sends a message to the pilot saying, "Hey, yo, homies, we think there's a bomb on the plane." Right?
Shit.
So now, okay, you're the pilot. What the fuck do you do if you hear there's a bomb on your plane?
There has to be some kind of study, or not study. There has to be like some course that teaches you what to do in this situation, right?
Bro, motherfucker said study, dude. You finna study? You're gonna...
Yeah, you need to study. You need to study to be a pilot. So there has to have been in that course something that taught you what to do in certain situations like that. No,
emergency landing, right? Which means that fuck whatever other policies or whatever or whatnot, you have to land in the closest place, which happened to be Belarus.
Okay.
And now, come to find out that Belarus forced this plane to land only to arrest a journalist, which was on the plane, who is a journalist who often criticizes whoever's in power in Belarus.
That has to be legal. There's no way that's legal.
It is illegal. And this person had been exiled from Belarus, and if he ever went back into Belarus, he would have been imprisoned or, I guess, executed, whatever they do over there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And now that they forced him to land in Belarus, and like, oh, it looks like you came back, and then they arrested him. You see the problem?
That sounds very illegal.
That is illegal. So you cannot do that to planes that are not your own sovereign, like government planes. You know, you can't force it to land. I mean, you can't force planes to land on your country, especially not to arrest someone on it. You know.
But what ended up happening though? So the guy got arrested, and then
the guy got arrested, and that's it. We haven't heard from him since. I don't think.
Oh, rest in peace, bro.
But here I wanted to get to this, right? Because the thing that caught my attention with the story was that, of course, that breaks international law.
Mhm.
And immediately, dude, the same day, you had or the day after at least, you had all of these big EU leaders come out and condemn Belarus and say
Yeah.
that this breaks international law. It is unacceptable. The Americans came out and condemned Belarus. And like within a few fucking days, it was like 2 hours passed, and they were already considering sanctions
What?
on Belarus
Okay.
for breaking international law.
Right.
And now I think you sound a little shocked. Why is it that you sound shocked?
No, you continue, bro. You continue.
No, because I think the reason I was shocked is because I've grown up in a generation where I've heard mad amounts of international law being broken, and nobody gives a fuck, you know?
Right.
So that caught me off guard. And here's the other thing, right? So first of all, I don't know if the sanctions came into effect or not, but they're at least preparing for it. Is the last thing I heard. Now, there's a lot of hypocrisy here. First of all, because we just had a podcast 2 podcasts ago about how Israel has just been violating international law for about 60, 70, 100 years, you know? And they actively committed war crimes like a few weeks ago. And now they blew, dude, do you understand? They blew up journalists, the building that housed AP and Al Jazeera Press, you know?
Right.
They just blew up the whole building, and they routinely shoot journalists and arrest journalists.
So what you're trying to get to here is that the world isn't doing anything about Palestine.
Dude, they don't condemn Israel. Sanctions are called anti-Semitic. You're insane if you bring up the idea of sanctions on Israel. Then
exactly.
Belarus, they arrest one guy. They don't even execute him in front of you like they do to
and
the
they're
Palestinians.
like, yo, what's happening?
And they're like, yo, sanctions. Just straight up.
Goddamn, bro.
So
the world's a messed up place.
See, but the hypocrisy gets even better, bro. Because I was alive and I remember when the Bolivian president, Evo Morales, was flying back from Russia to Bolivia, and the United States sent memos to all the European countries saying Evo Morales is right now flying with Edward Snowden.
I don't think you have to emphasize the point that you're alive. I think that's a given, bro.
No, because I'm just saying, bro. Like I don't.
Given how old you are, bro.
Oh fuck you, dude. But you know who Edward Snowden is?
No clue actually. Sorry.
I would call him a journalist. Some people would call him a hacker.
Okay.
But he's been a big part of revealing how America spies on people, the NSA. The same group that Denmark collaborated with to spy on European leaders, the NSA. And he's part of this bigger group of people who are trying to, you know, WikiLeaks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, who expose like the war crimes in the United States and so on. So America is really angry at this guy, and they would have arrested him, even though I consider what he did to be journalism. But America then, while Evo is flying back on his plane to Bolivia, they say that Edward Snowden's on the plane. So now what ends up happening is that 4 countries all changed their permission for the plane of the president of the Bolivian Democratic State. They all changed the permission for that plane to land and do intermediate stops in their countries to refuel before going to Bolivia. And they did this mid-air, meaning that they retracted their permission for that plane to land while they were in mid-air.
Right.
Which is also illegal under international law, because if a president from another country is flying over your airspace and requires to pit stop inside of your country, you may not tell them not to. But because the United States told them that Edward Snowden was on the plane, 4 European countries work perfectly fine with breaking international law. You feel me?
I feel you.
And then what ended up happening is, let me see. I wrote it down here somewhere. Okay. All right. So he ended up landing in a country, and I forgot which country it is. I think it was Austria. And at the time, South Americans were actually congratulating that country for defying the pressure America was putting on them and saying that he was allowed to land in their country. But it turns out that the only reason they did that was because they were then willing to let to then search the plane of Evo Morales, which is also an international crime. You cannot search the plane of a foreign president. That doesn't make any sense. You can't just do that, you know?
Right.
And they searched the plane, and guess what? There was no Edward Snowden.
Oh.
So, so the Americans were lying, you know?
Yeah.
So essentially, they did the exact same thing that Belarus did, because they also used a lie. They said there was a bomb on the plane.
But there were obviously no one said anything about that then.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody said anything about that. And South America, even people who disagree with Evo Morales, so right-wing governments, all of South America was like, wait, hold up, what just happened? It seems like the entire West, in coordination, broke international law and didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And now here we are, like, I think 5-6 years later, and Belarus does, and we instantly have sanctions. Like 2 weeks after our number one ally in the Middle East has just bombed children, 69 or like 68 of them. So what this really tells me is that like international law is completely irrelevant at this point, and it's stupid because we Western nations are the ones who wrote it and who force everyone else to oblige by it. And if they don't follow those international laws that we wrote, they get sanctioned, and we see it as fit to even arrest their leaders and bring them to court in the International Criminal Court, which is in the Netherlands.
So you're telling me I could just go out right now, steal something, and I won't get in trouble for it?
Yeah, basically, as long as you're European and white, though. So I'm sorry.
By the way, this is not financial advice. The disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer is not financial advice. But the moral of the story is the international law clearly does not apply to Western countries and only applies to our enemies. So when our allies are doing it, we don't care. When our enemies are doing it, we do care. And our enemies happen to be usually based off of economical interest, or petty disagreements.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, bro. I just got angry because I was like, they're not pretending anymore, No one's pretending anymore to give a fuck about international law. It's like we're so open about it. When Belarus does it, sanctions. When we do it, fuck off. We get to do it.
Yeah. Well. The world's a crazy place. No need to get angry, bro.
I get angry, bro.
No, bro. Let's stop getting angry, bro.
No, but do you want to know why I get angry, man?
Yeah.
I'm getting worried, bro, because we're doing the exact same steps that led to World War II, And I'm scared, bro, because if it breaks out, we need to have a plan,
I think if World War III were to break out, there is no plan. That is just instant. Everyone's dead. Rest in peace.
Nah, bro. I'm either going to Bolivia mountains or Norwegian mountains, bro.
I still don't think you're getting away though.
Why, dude?
Because okay. Let's say you live. Then what?
Right. Then I just live my life.
Is that how it works? Like,
I just hide somewhere and live my life. I will hunt or whatever, and then just eat, and then that's it.
I'm just saying I'm gonna accept my death and rest in peace.
See, that's the problem, bro. No, bro, I'm concerned because statistically, it's hard to have a world war without a genocide, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna be part of that genocide, because you're gonna be statistically it's gonna be against Muslims.
Right.
So
and my last name does happen to have
like you can't exactly hide, You can't exactly be like the Gestapo comes and they're like, yo,
are you a Muslim?
Any Muslims in their house? You're like, no. It's like, what's your name? Niloy Mutasim Islam.
No, it's fine. I can pretend to be no, I can't. I can't pretend to be anyone else, bro.
No, dude, you're number one on the list, bro. Hey, yo, you're welcome to hide in my basement though, if you need to.
Can I come with you to the Bolivian mountains?
Dude, can you imagine they're trying to make me do uni assignments when I'm out here worrying that I'm probably not gonna be able to live in a society that functions in the next like fucking 30 years because there's so many threats.
We should probably talk to our lawyer about this, aka Patrick.
I'm phoning him in.
Whether we should be able, I think we should be able to sue the fucking school.
The school?
Well, we should be 100% able to sue the school, bro.
How are you gonna make me have a deadline when I'm scared of World War III? You feel me?
Right, bro. Come on, that's so inconsiderate.
That's kind of inconsiderate.
Like, do you not know what's happening in the world? Like, come on,
dude. And Niloy has a good 20 years before he gets genocided, bro. You gotta make them do assignments.
That's the thing, right? Like, how are you? That's what I think. The school is there by the government to make us distracted. They're distracting us with these deadlines, and these deadlines don't matter in the long run. All that matters is that we're all gonna die.
Dude, there's like, we're going down 10 different lanes of self-destruction, like, as fast as we can, you know?
Right, and our school's out here trying to convince me that I need to learn why this is important for the economy. No, bro.
No, bro. The economy in it. What the fuck is the economy gonna do when climate change kills us, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or when World War III kills us?
Oh, but again, this is not financial advice.
This is not financial advice. Dude, there's UFOs nowadays, too. I'm gonna do a deep dive on that maybe next time.
I'm interested on that. I'm interested on the UFO bit.
Last little news thing. The U.S. is now seriously considering, or is now going to investigate the theory that the coronavirus came out of a lab in China, in Wuhan.
Oh, I wish them luck, bro.
Do you think it came out of a lab?
I don't know what to think.
Would you get angry if it turns out that this whole thing was caused by some fucking lab in China that was not secured enough and some idiot transferred it out?
Personally, no, I would not. Because if I did get angry, like, what's the outcome, bro? Nothing's gonna happen from my anger.
All right, you know what? Good on you, dude. I admire you, but I would be kind of angry if all of this could have been avoided. Maybe you'd be a little more angry if more family members of yours had died. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, probably then.
That's probably an important distinction to make.
Yeah.
No, like
probably then I would be angry, but also at the same time I don't think I'd be that angry, because the way that I like to look at it is there's no point in looking at the past. There's nothing I could have done to help it. Just move on with it.
Right, but
try and see what's next.
But then the argument is that people are going to start asking for reparations, money. You know.
Then if that's the case, then if there's an opportunity that we can do the same, then why not?
Yeah, I guess. But then, China's gonna deny it, and then we're gonna have a big problem on our hands.
Right, but if there's like evidence that shows it, there's nothing that China can do, can they?
Yeah, that's true. But also, like, no. But here's the funny thing, right? Because China was pressed on this, and this is kind of why I wanted to tie these two stories together. Because I just told you about how they said that Snowden was on the Bolivian president's plane, right? And it was false.
Yeah.
This is kind of a little window into how the American intelligence is. They always put out like the most bullshit statements. And so China came out and said, it's a little funny that we have to sit here and believe the same intelligence group which convinced the whole world that Saddam Hussein in Iraq had nuclear weapons, you know?
Yeah.
And they made like all of Europe, with Denmark again being the number one guys, like, yeah, America war, let's go do it. We trust you. Like, America got the whole world to go against Iraq and invade Iraq because they said that Saddam Hussein had nuclear weapons, and then we invaded everyone, killed like countless of people and kids, and it turns out there was no nuclear weapons, you know. And then China just is like, they're getting ballsy. They're like, are we really gonna trust these same motherfuckers who did this to us?
No, but China's 100%. China's 100% in its right to get ballsy, though.
No, it makes sense. They're the only ones standing up to America, which is why they're getting popularity around the world.
It makes sense, but like, it's also very fucking scary, dude. Because China is 100% going to become like world leaders at some point in the future. Yeah, very close as well.
Let me be clear, dude. Just because I hate America doesn't mean I think China's the solution, you know. I hate them
because China in itself is very scary, and like their mindset is also very scary, dude.
Yeah,
like the mindset that they got going on.
Yeah, but the thing is, in terms of winning over sympathy and collaboration from countries, their approach is a lot more effective because they, at least in some cases, they straight up offer something nice like vaccines and trade, and in some cases they at least pretend to offer something nice, which is like big building projects, and then they control you through that.
I mean, if I started a pandemic, I would also feel sorry and have vaccines, you know.
True.
No, I'm kidding. I don't think China started this unless proven otherwise.
I actually doubt they did it on purpose.
I'm not gonna go into conspiracies.
I doubt they did it on purpose, but I think they could very well have come from that lab.
Oh yeah, but until we got evidence, I'm not gonna say that.
I mean, it's a little scary because 4 people in early November from that lab got so sick they had to go to the hospital. And then in late November, we got the first coronavirus cases.
Shit.
2019, bro.
Bro, I still remember back in the day when like I read about this thing in the news, and I was like, there's no way it spreads all the way from China, and here we are, one
Dude,
pandemic later.
I don't understand how people thought that. It's like, have you
'Cause,
never
I mean, I
been on a
thought-
plane? Do you not?
No, that's the thing. Like, we only heard about like a few cases here and there from the news, and we're
No.
like, okay, China's already gonna go into quarantine. They're gonna stop this country from going out and stuff. No, people got out. People got out.
I didn't understand that, dude. It's like Wuhan at a certain point in December was like so full of coronavirus cases that they were really suffering. People were dropping dead on the street because they still didn't know what it was about. And they were trying desperately to lock down people, but it was spreading inside of China. I was like, dude, if it's spread in all of China, it's already in Europe. We just don't have enough cases to realize it yet.
Yeah.
And we're fucked. And people, it's like, and then people were like, okay, we're going to close borders. It's like, are you dumb? We already had the first cases in Europe, and now we're going to close borders as if that's going to help.
Have you seen the South Park episode on the virus and how it spread?
I haven't.
No, but like it's pretty funny though.
Fuck, I should. I like them guys.
The whole idea was okay. No, I might be spoiling it. I won't tell you.
I'll watch it on my own then.
Yeah, you watch it. It's funny. It's nothing serious, but it's funny.
Alright, fair. No, I like South Park.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's all I had to rant about this week, bro. It was a lot of news. I hope people got informed.
It was a lot of political news as well.
Yeah.
Like even my bit, even though it was a bit more lighthearted, still had roots in politics.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, let's do music of the week real quick, and then we'll end this.
Yeah. Should we pause the recording now or continue it?
Yeah, guys, we'll be back in like 2 seconds. Yeah, for you guys, it'll be nothing because I'll just edit that. But we finna listen to these songs.
That was it.
Oh, not bad.
Pretty good song.
Mm-hmm.
It was just him describing him having sex, but not bad.
I like the rap. Wait, yo, back on record?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I liked his I would say like the singing got me interested. But the verse, especially at the beginning, nice flow, and yeah, that's really what made it for me.
Do you listen to A$AP Ferg quite often?
Nah, not at all actually.
But you definitely know like a lot of his songs though, 100%.
Probably, yeah. I would say so.
I've played quite a few with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I really like A$AP Ferg, and
how so, bro?
This was one of his softer songs, and he wasn't talking about anything that deep. He was just describing him having sex, but yeah, it was nice. It was like a softer R&B flow. I enjoy that. I quite like R&B.
Yeah.
Mellows out. It's like the perfect song to play when. Again, different weathers give it different vibes.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I can also imagine it.
The weather,
Yeah.
again.
The weather again, like it's raining right now. I can definitely imagine listening to it when it's cold and it's raining and like the rain's hitting my face and I'm just listening to it. And I can also imagine listening to it when it's hot and I'm just lazy and I'm just laying there, you know?
Right. So clearly, depending on the weather, you will or you will not listen to it.
It's a song for all weathers, but depending on the weather, it changes your mood. Like when it's colder, or it's a bit like, I don't know, it makes you feel a bit more reminiscent. And
all right, so I'm gonna rate this song an 8 out of 10.
I'll give it a 9, bro. I liked it.
I was gonna give it a 7, but as I said, that verse in the beginning really fucked me up, bro. That's an 8.
Yeah. Which verse?
Right in the beginning, the first one.
The good pussy verse?
Yeah.
Where he says.
Yeah, thanks. No, it was just, I like the
Yeah.
way, I like his style of rapping. Like his he's kind of, I don't know who he reminded me of, but like an old school rapper, one of them.
Biggie. Tupac.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to be disrespectful to them, you know.
Yeah. No, definitely the people, but the people in the comments are saying it, so if they're saying it.
Alright, fair.
Yeah.
Then yeah, for sure.
But also, shout out to Brent Fayez. I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah? How
Because
so?
he's a bit of an R&B artist himself, and I would recommend checking him out as well.
Alright, fair. Will do, brother.
All right, brother. What's your song, brother?
Alright, so I'm gonna bring you a Danish song this week. It's not in Danish, but it's made by a Danish homie.
It's not a Danish song.
It's made by a Danish homie, dude. It's called Luca. Yeah, he's Lucas Graham, and the song is called "Drunk in the Morning." And this, I like what you saw there in the music video. By the way, go check it out in the comments down below. It's like the nice side of Denmark, the best part of Denmark, one might say. You know the song 7 Years Old that was playing like a time back?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same guy and he's Danish.
Yeah, I was gonna say, cause this is a very big change from 7 years to 7 years old to this song.
Yeah.
Cause this song is a very good classic feel good summer kind of vibe song.
Oh, for sure, dude.
A bit basic though.
Yeah, for sure.
A bit very basic.
But like, I would say 7 Years Old was like the anomaly for, like, was the off song for Lucas Graham. He had like a lot more music like this that's funky and like upbeat and yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, but depending on the weather, this is a song I'd only play in the summer if I'd ever play it.
It's a party song, bro. You know?
No, it's not a party song.
It's not? In Denmark, it's a
Nah.
big party. I feel I play this at parties, dude. What the fuck are
Yeah?
you talking about?
No, dude,
It's
I
a
would
party
not.
song and a half.
I would not, bro.
You're going out to get some drinks, you blast this on the speaker, you know?
In the summer by the beach, I could understand it. Maybe I'd put this on,
Ah, fuck you, dude.
but only then.
Why are you not vibing with it? Is it because he's Danish? You got
No, it's
offended?
not. No, it's not even that. Because 7 years old, that's a song I'd like listen to, and that's a song
Really?
like I'd rate like a 9 out of 10.
I would rate this higher than 7 years. Seriously.
What? No
yeah,
way.
no, I love this song, man.
Because everything about this song is basic, bro.
Yeah, I
Everything
know,
about it is
but
basic.
it's like a really good basic song. And I'm
No.
giving this as dude, and even the lyrics are fire, dude. When I'm drunk in the morning, I might be calling you, dude. I chose this song because I was thinking of you, you know?
You know how many more people? You know how many artists have said the same thing?
Dude, when I'm drunk in the morning, I
Yeah.
feel like you're the first person to call me, you know? And you're the
Okay.
first person I call.
All right.
And you know, we might have made a few differences between each other, but we just put them aside because we're drunk in the morning and we're calling, you know?
Fair enough, but like
Not in a
my
romantic
opinion-
way, but
No, I know, but like all I'm saying is that the lyrics are a bit basic though.
dude, you suck, bro. This song is fire. What you on about?
The beat is okay, but whatever he's singing about, whatever he's talking about, is a bit basic though.
Alright, so okay, but the way dude, no, you gotta listen to it more.
He's a bit like Ariana Grande. Like
He went like an don't say Ariana Grande, dude.
no, this
the
is what I'm
fuck?
saying. It's because the voice is amazing. It's just the lyrics are not there at all for me.
Okay, but he's also like he's taking a pretty basic concept, but he's bringing it a lot further than other people and making it funnier, you know?
Maybe I should
And
just
it more
specify that.
explicitly.
No, I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's not the type of music that I would listen to.
I First of all, I rate it a 10 out of 10. What do you rate it? Then I'll
10
tell you
out
the
of
story.
10.
Yeah,
That song.
this is a strictly a banger, you know? If I had a strictly bangers playlist, then I would put this on there as the first song.
Is this the type of music you consider bangers?
Dude, this is an absolute banger, dude.
Fair enough. Understandable.
You?
6 out of 10.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say 6, dude. I fucking knew it, dude.
No, but that's also because like it's very much not the music that I listen to.
Nah, it's fine, bro. It's fine.
Yeah.
I get it. What do you think of the music video, though?
Music video, also kind of basic, bro.
Oh, I hate you, dude.
I mean, it's a nice music video.
It's so nice. They're in Denmark and they're riding all the bikes, and it's like so fucking Danish, and it's like that beautiful
But they're
part of
doing-
Denmark that I love so much.
But they're doing everything that maybe that's why you like it more, because like he's Danish and it's in Denmark, you know. That's,
Yeah, and I'll tell you a little bit about why I resonate with him in a sec. But
yeah. But I don't really resonate with him. What he's talking about is kind of basic, and the vibe that he's giving off is very. I don't know, not my vibe, I guess.
dude, I'm sorry, I forgot you've never been drunk in the morning at 5. Hey, dude, you always sleep at 12, no? Past 12, Nilo's not at the party. He's gone home.
No, I'm sleeping, bro.
Yeah,
100%.
good boy.
Yeah,
You have never been out at 5, 6 a.m. even though you had an assignment due the next day, right? That could not be you.
That is not me. I could never do that. First of all, I'm a
Yeah,
Muslim. I'm
right.
offended that you would even think that.
Right. Sorry.
Right. So, nah. But in general, his music video, Macklemore did a better job with the thrift store, bro.
Dude. And okay, look.
Because what? In the music video, he had a sofa. He was sitting on it, and someone was riding a bike. That's like the whitest thing possible.
It was it's just Danish culture, dude. It was a train of bikes, and they were partying while on the bikes. And you saw
that to me sounds.
You saw a glimpse into like the Danish party culture, you know, the good side of it.
Yeah.
In the Danish summer, when it's the 2 days we have good weather.
To be fair though, like I understand it. It's a vibe, but also Lucas Graham himself, he has a past though. He has like a very dark past.
He comes from a part called Christiania, which we've talked about on the show before.
Yeah.
And Christiania is a part that I've been to quite often. It's one of my mom's best friends lives in Christiania, and I'm always there each time I go to Denmark, basically. And I really love Christiania. So Christiania is like the polar opposite from the conservative Danish people that we've been talking about. And it's like a free town area. And it's quite mad because my dad, obviously being a musician in Copenhagen, you have to know Christiania. And he used to play, I think, with the dad of Lucas Graham.
Damn, that's impressive.
But that was a long time ago. Because there's a place in... I know where it is, and I've been there, but I can't remember the name of it. It's in the front part of Christiania, where it's like a big concert hall. And it was a place that my dad would go to regularly. And that's also where Lucas Graham himself started playing, let's say, or performing. And I know that my dad has played with Lucas Graham's dad, or at least that's what I think he told me. And the other one, which I'm not so sure of, but I think so as well, is that he was there like when Lucas Graham was starting off and playing on the small scenes in Christiania.
Damn.
And playing that concert hall. And then the next time he heard of him was on the radio when it was 7 years old.
That's impressive, actually.
And the guy on the radio was like 7 years old by Lucas Graham, all that thing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool.
To be fair though, like I have the only Lucas Graham song I know is 7 years old, and this one that you just showed me now.
You should see Mom and Said in the video, because then it's a really nice like little video about Christiania as well, because it's filmed in Christiania.
Actually, I know that one too. My mama said it was okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That one's filmed in Christiania.
I like that one too. I like that one as well.
I was about to bring that one, but then I thought this one would resonate with you more, but apparently not.
Nah.
Whatever, bro. This one's a banger.
Debatable.
I might just bring Lucas Graham on each time I talk about Denmark, dude.
Okay, fair enough. You can do that. But then I'm also going to bring on Mahmoud from now on.
No, please. But also, the thing is, I don't want to talk about Denmark anymore, because every time it's bad news, you feel me?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Maybe we got to start thinking about it positively, We got to send out the positive energy into the world.
Right. And maybe I got to stop saying you feel me. You feel me?
You feel me?
Because that has always been part of my vocabulary, but recently it's been at the end of every sentence,
I need to stop saying fair enough. I say it way too much.
I need to stop.
Fair enough.
I need to stop Max 165.
What?
Max 165, not a vibe.
What's that?
That's Max on Discord. I'm just reading out names from a Discord.
All right. Do you think it's time to end it?
Yeah, dude, I was gonna read out other names, but they're all from work. So
yeah, I think it might be time to end it, bro.
Yeah, that's a big sign that it's time. Time to end it.
Thanks for
my brain is tired, bro. Too much politics.
Daily Kelvin shout out in case he made it this far.
Yeah, Daily Kelvin shout out. Daily fuck you to Max.
Of course.
Weekly, by the way, we should call it weekly.
Oh, and I feel like we forgot to mention one very important thing.
What's up?
It's Pride Month, bro.
Oh yeah, we changed the logo on her.
Yeah, we must have by now, right?
No, it is changed.
Is it? I haven't even seen it. What?
Dude, you didn't see it, dude. I changed it. It when you requested. I think you should post. I took a screenshot of the chat. I think you should post it on Instagram. I think that'd be funny.
Yeah, I should. I will.
Yeah.
I'll do it as a story.
And maybe that's a good topic for next time. We can talk about Pride Month, and yeah, let's do that. I'll write that down.
We could do that. Yeah,
sneak peek for next month.
Idea. We could also, depending on who we are with, we could have my roommate on it. My roommate would also love to be on the podcast.
And is he the one who's not straight?
Yeah.
But would he be down to talk about that stuff or not so much?
I think so. I don't see why not.
It makes sense.
We'll see. We'll see.
I just don't want it to be like, yo, it's Pride Month. You're the gay guy I know, so can we interview you?
No, true. I see what you mean. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
So,
Bobby.
Okay, let's see. Maybe we invite him on. And if not, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, no?
Yeah, also, I got to check out the logo myself because I haven't seen it.
So it is. It's in Pride, man. It's in the Pride colors.
All right. I'll go check it out. Damn, how am I gonna be part of the one of the co-owners of the Midnight Kebab and not even know when the logo's changed, bro.
Dude, what, you're fucking up now. You're not an owner. You're an employee, please, dude.
Oh, who's the
Remember.
owner then? It's not changed. Where's it changed, bro? Oh, it's changed.
It's changed. Well, dude, I was gonna fight you.
Bro, it's changed. Oh my god. It looks beautiful.
Well, you think I'm homophobic, bro? Of course I made my channel pride
But
friendly.
also can we just can we just talk about how wait, is the black and brown supposed to be on there?
What are you talking about?
There's black and brown on the top of it.
Did I fuck it up? I remember doing it in a rush.
Someone must have fucked it up. Did you do it or did Anto do it?
Oh, Anto made the logo.
We need to fire him.
Oh, yeah, no, I see what you're saying. No, that's Anto's fault, dude.
Oh yeah, bro. He just looked up a picture of all the colors and he
didn't even get the fucking pride flag. Wait, dude, what? Who the fuck did we employ to do this?
Bro, did he even look up pride flag? What did he do?
He just searched up rainbow. He didn't even fucking use the official pride flag.
Bro, that's oh no, actually I think there might be black and brown in the pride flag.
No, there's not, dude.
But that's
like the elongated version, you know?
No, it's fine. Elongate, we like those. We like the more people we include, the better.
Maybe they added black and brown recently to like represent.
No, now that I think about it, yeah, it's right. It's correct.
It's correct?
Yeah.
I've never seen a flag with black
I think
and
there's
brown.
they also added white, pink, baby blue, brown, and black.
That's not what I see here, dude.
But
yo, shout out to my gay homies, but you guys need to get your fucking flags in order, dude.
No, Anto's right, bro. Anto's right. Anto got it right. It's the most updated version of the flag, I think.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Anto, good job, bro. We are not gonna fire you quite yet.
Quite yet. No, but he did the in between. I'm seeing here now, dude. You have. Okay, look. So I'm gonna share my screen. No, whatever, dude. Fuck. Let's end this podcast. What the fuck is going on?
All right, good game. Bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and
comment down below if you hate Eminem. Comment down below if you love him. Please beef. It gives us like traction, and then we get more views. So.
Oh yeah, please. No death threats though. We don't condone that kind of behavior.
Yeah, no, please. Like, keep it simple.
Yeah. Or if you do send death threats, send them. Don't send them
with peace and love.
With peace and love, of course. XOXO at the end.
Yeah.
And whenever
Hugs
you're
and
addressing
kisses.
us, always start with Dear Midnight Kebab and always end with kind regards or something like that, you know?
Yeah. And we will address you the same way.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
And if you have any questions, send them to the email that we have.
Which is?
We don't have one yet, but maybe one day. Or send them to the Instagram. You never know.
Oh, if anyone DMs us a question on Instagram, we are obliged to take it up on the podcast.
Oh,
agreed.
Actually, one of these days, send us your questions that you might have. One of these days, we're gonna answer the questions that you have for us. That's a good idea.
I would just ask questions on our Instagram, no?
Yeah, that is also true.
All right, bro. Is that it?
That might be it. Ciao.
Bye. Ciao. Enjoy your weekend.
Standing on the shore, looking into the horizon. One by one, the waves whisper help, we're dying. Witnesses will not find the peace among the clueless. Listening to Bowie sing, the word is not something you can change.
The fuck you out here dancing for, bro?